time to hit for Ohio State after Nebraska puts up 3 runs in the top of the 7th inning. New pitcher on for the Cornhuskers is Max Schreiber, Davey.
Yeah, he's from Cardington, Ohio, about 45 minutes north of Columbus, right up Route 23 on the season here in 2018. 5th appearance, 1-0 record, 11.81 ERA. Batters hitting .333 against him. 7 earned runs, 3 walks, just 1 K through the 2018 campaign, and Dominic Canzone stays hot.
First pitch swinging. The Buckeyes leadoff man leads off the inning with a single. Make it 5 straight innings now that Ohio State's had the leadoff man on.
Buckeyes really doing well in the leadoff position, as you mentioned, and that sets up your whole inning, especially when you start with the top of the order getting on.
And it is indeed 5 straight innings that Ohio State has had the leadoff man on. Kobe Foppe will be the batter now for the Buckeyes. 2 for 3 with an RBI. Shows bunt right there, pulls back. Takes that pitch for ball 1.
Situationally, the leadoff hitters for Ohio State now hitting 5 for 7, but that also matches Nebraska, so these pitchers not getting the first man out, setting themselves up to have to pitch from the stretch.
Shows bunt again, takes high and outside, ball 2. Foppe had a sacrifice bunt in the ball game yesterday. Canzone on first base, 7 of 8 on stolen base attempts this season. Very small lead, though, for him. Pitch over the head of Kobe Foppe. So 3-0 now from the freshman Schreiber. Waiting on deck, Brady Cherry, who's 1 for 3 with a sacrifice fly. In on the grass at third base is Luke Roscom. Here comes the pitch from Schreiber. Fastball taken down the middle, but right at the knees. Foppe doesn't like the call.
Schreiber, a great high school pitcher himself. He had 3 no-hitters for Highland High School. First team All-MOAC selection in 2016 and All-Central District selection.
Foppe gets the bunt down the right side, but it's going to scoot foul. A lot of juice on that bunt as Canzone was running on the pitch. But he'll come back to first base. They'll do it again at 3 balls and 2 strikes with nobody out in the bottom of the 7th inning. Ohio State leads Nebraska 11-6. 11 runs on 16 hits for Ohio State. Nebraska 6 runs on 11 hits and 2 Buckeye errors. Here comes the payoff pitch from Max Schreiber. There goes Canzone again. This one's going to get down into left field for a single. So now 4 innings in a row that Ohio State has had their first and second hitters of the inning on base. So they continue to stay hot. Kobe Foppe is now 3 for 4.
Between Canzone at 3 for 5, Foppe at 3 for 4, Pohl at 3 for 4, Cowles at 3 for 4. Buckeye bats really coming alive now. 17 hits in the ball game.
Brady Cherry up now 1 for 3 with an RBI and a run. Greg Beals giving the signs down at third base. Cherry and the 2 runners looking intently down there to see what they'll do. Noah McGowan is on deck. Ohio State would love to break this ball game open once more after Nebraska was able to put up 3 in their half of the 7th to make it a 5-run game. Schreiber checks the runner. There goes Canzone from second base. He's in there sliding head first. Strike called on the pitch. Both runners move up. Dominic Canzone swipes bag number 8 of the season. Kobe Foppe bag number 6. So 2 men in scoring position. Excuse me, Davey.
Mentioned earlier when Canzone was down at second base, he might be a stolen base threat in that time. He was able to get a great jump and head down the baseline.
The 0-1 pitch to Cherry. Spanked towards third. Roscom bobbles it for a moment, but checks the runner and throws on to first base. So nothing doing there for Ohio State on the ground ball to third base. Both runners will hold, and it'll be Noah McGowan ready to swing it.
McGowan's got to be happy as the four-hitter to see two ducks on the pond in front of him, find a pitch he likes.
Those stolen bases prove big for Ohio State there because that could have been a double play ball right at Roscom. Infield is in. Here comes a pitch from Schreiber. Once more towards third base, this time foul. Into the fan area down the third base line where they have some picnic tables and heaters.
I don't blame the folks for hanging out around those propane heaters this afternoon on an Easter weekend. It's been quite chilly in the central Ohio region. Wind's been blowing all afternoon long, too.
0-1 is poked to right field. Jackson Hallmark ranging back towards the warning track, off the top of the wall, and gone. A 3-run home run to the opposite field for Noah McGowan. I've never seen that here in Columbus. Off the top of the wall, takes a hop, and the Buckeyes get those 3 runs right back. They lead by 8 at 14-6. How about that?
Another home run to right field thanks to the wind that's been shoving balls out there all afternoon long. And like you said, first time I've seen it where it hit off the top of the wall, that red stripe that circles around the top of the 10-foot high wall here at Bill Davis Stadium. That one squeaking by a few inches.
Noah McGowan stays hot for Ohio State with his 6th bomb of the season. RBIs 35, 36, and 37 to lead the team. And that breaks it open again for Ohio State. Connor Pohl, the hitter now for the Buckeyes, having a day himself at 3 for 4 with 2 RBIs and 2 runs. Here comes the 1-0 pitch from Schreiber, a fastball that finds the strike zone. Connor Pohl, a home run threat in his own right with 4 this season for Ohio State.
A guy that big, of course, is going to be a power threat if he's able to uncoil.
The 1-1 pitch, line back up the middle. It's going to get down in front of the center fielder, Acker. On to replace Ben Klenke.
4th single of the day for Connor Pohl. He's gone up the middle now twice in a row. Another mound visit upcoming here.
Pitching change on its way for Nebraska. We'll tell you who's coming in after a break on the Big Ten Network.